Good morning, everybody. Coffee with Jeffy Bear in the Bear's Den, which is a big mess right now. But anyways, hope everybody's doing good. Had a good weekend. Guess this is the last day for some and they have to go back to work. I just came off a logging road in the mountains, and it's packed with people camping, enjoying whatever they got. Climbing the chief and jumping off the chief with parachutes, of course. Yeah. Well, I had a good night. I was out camping with Emmy, Joseph, and Mark. Emmy's leaving today, so it's a little sad. I mean, just sad to the point of, like, she's a familiar face. Like, when you're driving around, or you see her parked over there, or parked doing Wi-Fi or downloading or doing something, you can always pull in beside her, and eventually I'll get out, she'll get out, or a few other people will be there. We'll get out, we'll talk, and then we all go back to our vans and do our business, right? So yeah, she'll be missed that way, but I hope she enjoys herself. Now that her van's fixed and stuff, and she's got friends, she said, where she's going. I'm not sure exactly where. I think she's heading for a Soyuz or something because it's warmer there. Which, yes. I was going to complain this morning. Well, we all know about my diesel heater. Okay. Well, last night around the campfire, before it got too dark, Joseph showed up, which was fine. We knew he was coming. He was already there, actually, but I guess we moved spots, so yeah, he did show up. He did show up where we were originally, down at the beach, and then we all moved to the mountains and found a spot down there, which was great. So we were talking about different things and stuff, like everybody, and then mentioned my diesel heater, what's wrong with it, and I said, well, I don't know. I think it's a glow plug. That would be my first inkling. Or one of the viewers mentioned that it might be it might be the filter, like the fan part there, the cover for the fan, because it could get plugged up with dirt. Well, my van has a lot of dirt because I go down a lot. It's not that I don't clean it, I do, but I go down a lot of roads, and the dirt just, yeah, it's like flies to horse poop. Yeah, it just attracts it, man. It's just like it. Sometimes this little spot here, I don't know if it's 50 feet, 75 square feet, whatever it is in here, man, it collects dirt. I do it twice a day sometimes. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, we were talking about that, and I told him I told him what I thought it was, and I said, well, the gold plug comes on, I can smell the gas, the pump works, I can smell the gas coming through, or the diesel, and I said, and then after a minute or so, it just turns off. So he said, oh. So he went in there and showed me the grate. He said, no, nothing wrong with there. There's a little black here, but he said, I think that just might be from your floor or whatever, because from the fan or something. And he said, maybe. And he says, so he went back in and turned it on, and I was at the back door, and I had the doors open, the barn doors open, and I was like reading up to the bed there. And he asks me, right? He says, hey Jeff, is there any smoke coming out? Or is there any smoke? And I sort of like looked out the back door straight back, and yeah, there was a fire right behind me. So I said, yeah, there's smoke from the fire. And then as I was turning back to look into the van where he was at, all of a sudden, I mean, there was a billow of smoke coming out from underneath my van. And I said, oh no. I said, yes, Joseph, smoke. I thought, oh my God, it's going to blow up. But anyways, we were able to turn it off. He looked, and he said, it's the smoke in the the filter, and it's for some reason he can smell the diesel, but for some reason it's not going through. And so yeah, I said, yeah, I don't understand why. That's why I thought it might be the glow plug. He said, no, the glow plug's working because you wouldn't have smoke. And I said, okay, so there must be something happening in there. I don't know what, but it's not working. So I said, okay. So we were talking around the fire again and saying, I would say after that smoke stuff, I would say you need to get a diesel heater, look into it. So, there's no way I can afford a Webasto, and I really don't want it. I mean, that's a lot of money to be carrying around if you're only going to use it a few times a year. I'm heading out east, but so I want to get something that's warm enough. So, and the Chinese diesel heater might work again, but I mean that's another crapshoot. But since I'm like, I was going to say not poor, since I'm not rich either, but since I'm trying to be frugal, and I'm trying to be, if cheap works, buy cheap, So, and I'm trying to put all this in my head, and it's like, if this $350, whatever it is, this diesel heater, and there's a whole bunch to choose from, so I don't know, but if this diesel heater, only lasts for a good solid season while I'm in Eastern Ontario, and if I have to buy 5 of them, it's still cheaper than what Chrome has, his Webasto at $1,500. That's just for the heater, I believe. So I said, okay. And Joseph has one from Russia. Yeah, it's not from Germany, it's from Russia. And that's like $8.69, but that doesn't come with a gas can or something like that. But I got one here if I wanted to use that. So I said, okay. And that, I don't know much about Russia, but I do know back in the 80s, I guess it was, 80s, maybe 80s, yeah, something like, no, in the 70s actually. They made a car called the Lada. I don't know if some of you ever remember that. But them things were like Swiss cheese within a year. They just rotted right off the frame. However, I guarantee, I don't know what they were using, but whatever heater they were using that they made for that Lada, which was a Fiat body, I think, or a Fiat frame, that Lada, that heater, you couldn't kill that, man. That was bulletproof. I remember being picked up from my friend who had one, just bought one, thought they were great in the winter, because, they're from Russia. I had to take off, within 5 minutes, I had to take off my shirt, like my jacket and stuff, and I was just down to a t-shirt. I was sweating. I said, can you turn the heat down? He says, why? I said, it's hot in here. And he said, okay. So he turned it down, but I think it was minus 31 or something outside. I mean, I was sweating. So if that diesel heater is anything like what they put in that Lada, well, that's a diesel heater for sure. Or I could get another, that's the dilemma. I could get another Chinese diesel heater with the manual, because somehow we lost the manual. I don't know. I'm not blaming anybody because it could be my fault. I don't know. But we got it given to us from Chrome, as you know. And I'm pretty sure it came with one, but it might not have. I don't know. That's a while ago, it seems. But anyways, we lost it. So if we buy a new one, well, at least we'll have a manual. Now, it won't be the same one because there's so many diesel heaters out there. I don't know who the hell makes them. I don't think it's one company. I think they're all mass-produced, and there probably several kinds of companies that make them in diesel heater. Anyways, I'm like, okay, so if I get one of those versions and I keep the other one, I can tear apart the other one and try to fix it for backup, but I can tear it apart. just to get used to tearing it apart. So if something ever happens to my new ones, I don't have to worry about finding somebody that knows how to do it. I should be able to do it myself. So that's the other dilemma. You know, I mean, I don't have time right now to work on a diesel heater, so I got to replace it. So I already got the holes and most of the stuff set up. I just have to switch over whatever cables there is, and it'll be good to go. So that's the dilemma I'm in, and I have to, you know, I do have funds. I got some money left. I mean, I can easily buy it. I believe, like, it all depends. Couldn't buy the $1,000 one, but I could buy another diesel heater, and I think that would be fine. You know, it's like a crapshoot. But in my life, I've put my maybe faith is too strong a word. I put my trust, my faith in people, and when things, because it's human and stuff, when things sort of like failed, or if they failed or whatever, I felt like I got robbed or something. I felt like people let me, or things let me down, and I still have a bit of that, and that's the fear I have. That's the fear I have. You know, I mean, I know what a diesel heater can do. I loved it in the winter here. I loved it. I did, absolutely. But now it's like it broke my heart. It's almost like it's a human. You know what I mean? It broke my heart. Now, should I trust another one like that or what? You know, that's the thing. And I have a dilemma with that. That's in my head. Then my head goes a little squirrely. Yeah. And that's not okay. And that's, that brings you back to sort of like living in the wild, I guess, or living in a van out in the wild. I mean, those are your moments where you got to figure your shit out. You truly do. You got to look at yourself and say, okay, what the hell? A lot of this shit's not real. A lot of this stuff that you make up in your mind and whatever, and you let it run loose like a wild dog, it's not real. The reality is shit breaks, shit happens. People leave, people come. Good stuff, cheap stuff, all break eventually. Obviously, somebody will say, well, cheap stuff will break easy first. And, that may be true. And the old stuff might take forever to get worn out, but yeah, it'll break too. It might let you hang there one day. Hope it doesn't, but it's like I'm so grateful that my diesel heater is not going now, even though it's a pain in my butt. It's not going now, and it would work through -11 we had here, or -12 or whatever the coldest was here this year, and the dampness. Good thing I didn't let go then, because I'd really be foo-barbed. But, so that's just part of the day. And then I come down, I open up my phone, and the memory and all that stuff's working good. So that's not a problem. The problem is that when I looked at my phone, it says, I got a message from Fido saying you have no more data left. And I said, what? I mean, last night I only used 14 or something out of 22 or out of 20 gigabytes or something like that. Anyways, this morning I woke up and I got this ding message. You've used 100% and your thing is not going until in 11 days. Or 11 or 17 days. I said, oh my God, I've used all my data? I still got 17. That's unheard of. I mean, I've never used that much data. So I'm not really sure what uses all that much data, but, I try to turn everything off every time I'm finished it. And, yeah, so I don't know. So I'm down here at the park. Hopefully you'll get an uploaded video that I was trying to do yesterday that didn't come through. And I turned off my data, and I'm just using the park's Wi-Fi, and hopefully that'll be good enough, and I can upload another video. Because I feel a little bad because then again, that's just me. I feel bad, I leave you guys hanging, because I've been doing a video a day, which is fine. I'm not trying to, and someday I might find that I just can't do that. So you might get a couple of days in one video. So I might only do like maybe 3 to 4 videos a week or whatever instead of one every day. I don't know. We'll see how it works. But I don't want to get addicted to this, like not to YouTube stuff, but addicted to, got to get in front of the phone, got to talk, for a certain amount of time, got to say something at least halfway intelligent, and so people keep on watching. And yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to be a slave to this. That's like being a slave to work. You have to work. You have to do this because you got bills to pay. I mean, I'm okay. I don't want to make a whole bunch of money on here. I don't. That's not my agenda. My agenda is just to, first of all, doubting Thomas in my head. First of all, I just want to I just want to see if I could really do this. And so far, from some of your comments, and I know there's a few, thumbs down, stuff like that. That's fine. I mean, that's all good. But in the overall scheme of it, I might have like, I think if I read it right, and I could be wrong, so don't mind me with the numbers. I might have 40 or 50 thumbs down out of 56,000 views. So what the hell does that mean? That means Jeffy Bear don't give a shit about us. Don't care. Doesn't matter. It's all right. I mean, I'm still in awe about a lot of stuff. So, that being said, yeah. So we're taking it slow. I had to phone a friend to talk this stuff out because everybody else was sleeping. And I wanted to leave early because I was frozen. Because it got a little cold last night up there in the mountains. I think it was 1 when I woke up, and there was frost on the windows and everything else. So, yeah, I decided, oh well, I better wait. So, but I got in the front seat and turned on the engine, and got warm that way. And that's the thing, eh? People gotta, I don't know what's the bigger priority, but like we all know, we all do downsizing. I did downsizing. Well, I had 2 sleeping bags. I don't need 2 sleeping bags. At one point when I didn't have that much heat, not here, but in my other vehicles, I needed 2 sleeping bags. But when I moved in here, I just needed 1 sleeping bag, so I thought, so I got rid of that one. And it was a good one. It was a mummy bag. I didn't like getting into the mummy bag, and it was a long mummy bag. I mean, it was way over my head, and it was. I think it had down or some maybe it wasn't down. Maybe it was something else, fiber stuff or whatever. It was damn warm, and I paid $10 for it at a freaking Value Village Salvation Army type place. And I bought another one, same thing, $10, and same places. I checked them out and I said, wow. And this one is also an extra large. So, yeah, I mean, the one I got now is starting to get a little bit tattered, so I'm going to have to replace it soon. But it's fine. But what I was trying to say about one of the most important things, don't get rid of all your blankets. Have a couple, even a heavy blanket. If you got a heavy blanket, keep one of those, because you put that, you put a couple of light blankets on you, and you can put that heavy blanket over you, and that heavy blanket will stick right to your body, like it's heavy, like it's, you can feel it, you can feel the weight, and it's like, wow, okay. But that what I think is most important. If you're going to keep anything, it's probably more than one thing too, but if you're going to keep anything, make sure you got enough blankets. Don't go crazy, okay? Don't be like my mother used to be. She said there were 50 blankets and there was only 2 people in the house at the time. 50 blankets in her cupboard. I said, are you ever going to use these? Well, you never know. Yeah, okay. Well, in this lifestyle, yeah, you never know, but you do know before you get into it. You got to make do with what you got, or get rid of it and replace it. Simple as that. No other way around it, anyways. So, yeah, that's about all I gotta say about that stuff right now. I mean, but this is a time like where I gotta sit down, relax, enjoy the coffee. and really look at yourself. It's not that I did anything wrong. I didn't. I didn't do nothing wrong. But there's stuff in my everyday life and in my reality and other people's reality that really bugs me, gnawed me, pisses me off, if you want to use that word. That you got to sit down and look at why is that so upsetting to you? Why do you take that little thing and, like, like that old saying my mom used to say, don't make a mountain out of a molehill, Jeff. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. And I'm like, oh. But that's my reality. Once it's in there, once that negativity is in there, I mean, it just chews away. It's like friggin', it's like, ants that chew away at the wood and stuff. It just starts until you gotta sort of like direct it out the door. And my door is my mouth. So, it's in here, and I gotta sort of like, and it goes all the way down into my gut, up into my brain. I process it, and I gotta get the shit out. I gotta get it out. So, I called a friend this morning, and I just sort of like, she knows me, and because I helped her get, I was there when she got sober. I helped her out a bit, or a lot, according to her. And, she just sits there and listens to me. And then when I'm done, she just sort of like says a few things, and that's it. Doesn't tell me what I have to do or what I need to do, or no. She just sits there and, says, it's good that you're looking at yourself. I've seen that before, that, you let things go and you don't look at it. It sounds like you're really looking at yourself now. And that's what you got to do. That's what I got to do anyways. So if you're struggling with anything, that's what you got to do. Anyways, I've talked long enough today. And I'll try to upload this. I'm going to make sure the other one got uploaded from yesterday. And I'm trying to upload this one. And I'm going to have to make a few phone calls or whatever about the diesel heater and try to figure out that and how much that's going to be. Yeah. So I don't know. Should I buy the good one? I don't want the best one, but a good one. I know people that got them. Like Chrome's got a diesel or a gas. It goes through his gas. I guess you still call it like a diesel heater from Wabasso, or a gas heater anyways. And Joseph's got this one from Germany. And he's got a neat one because, he's got a collapsible bag. So put diesel in it and it sort of like collapses. I think there's a few negative things to that he mentioned. Nothing too serious, but he did mention it. It's not all positive. Or there's the standby diesel heater. It might last a year, it might last 2 years, might last 3 years. So, these are the things they sort of like got to try to figure out. So, I don't know. If you have a suggestion, like, let's not go crazy with the, whatever. But if you have a suggestion, like a good one, let me know. I'll look at it, I'll look at it, think about it, mull it over in my head, and then I'll have to make a choice and a decision. So, anyways, on that note, I'll let you go. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for stuff you've sent. It's been overwhelming, but I appreciate it. And hopefully in the next few days, like, I know it's going to rain, so I'll have time to. I'm gonna get into them stickers again, because that doesn't feel right with me. Some people have paid already, and I haven't sent it to them, and I don't like that, because I already got your cash. So it's like that's not okay with me. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure. And I know it's not you guys. Nobody's rushed me, man. Nobody's said anything about it. Nobody. And it's not you pushing me. It's me pushing me. I want to get it done. I don't want to take money that I haven't, performed for, or come across with, or I don't know. I'm not sure what the best word is, but you know what I mean. I just don't feel right in that, man. You guys put out money. You should get what you put out. And I'm going to try my best to do that in the next few days. So, on that note, again, I love you all. Take care. Be safe. Be nice to others. Be nice to yourself. That's the most important rule. Be nice to yourself. And I'm not making any public service announcements today. We all know what you need to do. Just do it. You know, don't think about it too much. Just do it. Anyways, all have a great day and enjoy the rest of your Easter holiday if you have it here. I know Canada does, and I'm pretty sure the States do too. I'm not sure about other countries, but yeah. But anyways, enjoy yourself. Be safe. I love you all. Talk to you later. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.